This is Detroit Sports World coming at you once again with another video talking about the Pistons. Yo, click the link in the description. Get you a Detroit Pistons ticket right now. I'm telling you, get you a good price at a good seat. The Detroit Pistons lose to the Charlotte Hornets 98-86. And it just, I'm about to voice my frustrations, guys. I'm about to voice my frustrations. The Pistons are missing pieces. Defensively and offensively, they couldn't get it done. They couldn't get it done. Like, Kemba Walker once again shows out late in the fourth quarter. Charlotte just has the Pistons number this year. Big time. Pistons can't get over the hump. They can't. You know, they beat the teams that they need to beat, but they lose to the teams that are struggling. And Charlotte is one of those teams that are struggling this year. You know, they're in the 7th, 8th spot, you know, going up and down, up and down. And the Pistons, they keep losing. Just got off a losing streak. Hey, and then you bounce back. You beat Boston. Nobody thought that was going to happen. And then you lose to a team in Charlotte that's had your number this year. But the Pistons had trouble shooting. They didn't get anything from their bench. Stanley Johnson had 3 points. Calderon, who was hot. Calderon was hot. Why didn't you go to him in the fourth quarter? I don't know. But Calderon was hot. And Dwayne Casey chose to just stick with the regular lineup. Reggie Bullock, Stanley Johnson was on the bench. Reggie Bullock, late in the fourth quarter, gave us nothing. Andre Drummond, we didn't see him in the fourth quarter. He had a hot first half. He was on pace for another 20-20 night. He was. But it didn't work out that way. Blake Griffin, he was showing out. He had 23 points, 7 boards, 5 assists. Reggie Jackson was 3 for 10. He couldn't get going. He had 12 points. Luke Kennard, he started this game actually, had 19 minutes. And guess what? Had 0 points. 0 points. Didn't play pretty much really in the second half, you know. But Charlotte clicked on all cylinders. Marvin Williams was lights out, killing the Detroit Pistons in threes. I mean, they had no answer for him. And obviously, Kemba Walker took the game over, had 22 points. They got some production from their bench. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, 12 points. Herman Gomez was killing. You know, altogether, they had an overall good performance. And they have the Pistons number this year. They really do. They really do, but the Pistons need to do something. They can't really do much because, like I've been saying before, guys, they just have a salary cap issue. They really do. Blake Griffin's making like $170 million over the course of his contract. You know, Reggie Jackson, nobody wants his contract. And to me, Reggie Jackson's been having a solid year this year, but nobody wants his contract. On top of Andre Drummond, through the course of his contract, he's making $130 million. So the Pistons have a monster salary cap situation, and they are limited in their assets, and they can't make any moves. So, of course, they were looking into getting a guy like from the 76ers. Of course, they was looking to get the guy who, you know, just couldn't shoot. You know, he's got to have surgery on his shoulders. You know what I mean? Markelle Fultz. You know, Markelle Fultz, of course he was looking, because they can't look into anything else, and they've been aggressive. The Pistons have been aggressive looking into possible trades, but they can't do anything because they put themselves in such a position where they've given up all their assets. They're giving up all their assets, and they only have so much to work with. So, you heard it from me. My name is Maurice Lewis. I am so frustrated with the Pistons now. And as much as I go to these games, guys, because I go to pretty much every home game, I see it. The Pistons, they have a couple playmakers on that team. And that's Blake Griffin and Reggie Jackson. That's their go-to people. And then everybody else are just spot-up shooters or slashers, obviously, like Stanley Johnson. But if you don't get a good night out of Stanley Johnson, which we need him now, we need Stanley Johnson to step up. If we're not getting good production from him, then hey, we're gonna lose these games. We're not gonna win basketball games. But you know, Glenn Robinson, we haven't seen much out of him anymore. We're trying to get Luke Kennard back into the things so he can gain his confidence. And Galloway, hey, he's very streaky. Either he's having a really good night or he's having a bad night. And you just never know what you're going to get out of Galloway, which me personally, he stepped up big time. He's having one of the best years of his career as a Detroit Piston. So I'm proud of that too as well. But if Reggie Bullock isn't on point, hitting threes, what are you going to get out of him? You're not going to get much. And also, he tends to be a liability on defense. If you saw what was going on with him checking Kemba Walker, the last 2 minutes of the game, he was getting scorched. He was getting scorched by Kemba Walker. And it also didn't help, too, that when when Andre Drummond's man is setting a pick for Kemba Walker, I'm sorry, Andre Drummond, but you have to step up on that pick and you have to show, or you have to help so that Reggie Bullock can come back and recover on defense so that you can go back to your man. But no, you don't even step up. So Andre Drummond's lacking in his defense too with his help defense. But, of course, Kemba Walker, after getting a pick for him, he's wide open for a shot. It's not even contested. So it was, a big-time breakdown by the Pistons, defense, big-time breakdown. And I feel like once shots started to get made by the Charlotte Hornets, the Pistons gave up. And I'm not saying that they gave up. I'm saying that, they knew the writing was on the wall. So, the fight was over. What are you playing for now? So, you heard it from me, guys. My name is Maurice Lewis. You can follow me on all social medias. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, the Detroit Pistons are playing the Atlanta Hawks this Sunday. I have tickets for it. $45 lower bowl, $30 upper level. Hit me up. Good prices, good seats. $45 is cheap for a Sunday. And you get to see Trae Young and Vince Carter on Sunday, December 23rd. So click the link in the description and buy a ticket. I'm out. Peace.